Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Y'all have been enjoying these. I'm glad. Let's get into it. Cynthia and Kandi talk about a baby room that Kandi doesn't have yet. Apparently the mansion doesn't have enough rooms for her to not have her baby sleeping in the same room with her. I mean, at the beginning they should definitely be in a room with you just because like the night stuff and all of that at the beginning, if that's what you want. But for her to sound like that house don't have enough rooms for her to have another room for that baby, I'm just kind of like, nah, Kandi, girl. Then they discuss Portia and how she didn't get a chance to understand what actually took place because Kenya wanted to hurry up and tell her about sincerely coming to the table and spilling the tea at the old lady gang. And, she was looking at Kandi like it was Kandi's fault. And Kandi was like, I did not want to talk about it right then because I knew when she went in. Did you see how she looked at me? Like, yeah, we saw how she looked at you, Kandi. And I saw somebody in the comments, like people, they want to believe that Kandi is the culprit so bad. Like, yeah, I still think that Kandi the one that set this up. I said, this is a produced show. Why would y'all think that Kandi is the one producing it? Like, Kandi's not producing this show, okay? If a producer got sincerely on the show, it's probably a producer that you don't know. But I doubt that it's Kandi. But okay, believe what you want to, baby. So Portia gets there and she's, just stopped breastfeeding, so she need a drink. Okay, look, Portia said she breastfed for 3 weeks, I think she said, and then that was it, or 3 months. I couldn't remember what she said, but either way, she said, one nipple going this way and another nipple going that way. I had to get these nipples back even. I said, girl, oh, Lord. Your nipples going straight? Oh, Lord, that made me sad. So, y'all, Dennis isn't in the house. And I was actually surprised at how open Portia was being about the situation with Cynthia and Kandi. Specifically Kandi. I was surprised about it. But I'm happy because I used to love when Portia and Kandi got along. I thought they were all funny hanging out together. So, hopefully, we're making our way back to that. And Kandi is, I just don't want to ruin what me and Portia are working towards. Nobody wants that. They say, oh, girl, you don't even look like yourself. You got on flats. Yes. She said, yes, I know. I got on flats, girl. I got a sweatshirt on in the summertime. It's a lot. Like, poor Portia. I know y'all don't feel bad for Portia because people were telling Portia that Dennis was a cheater when she first got with him, but she wasn't worrying about all of that. But this is my thing. I understand that y'all don't feel bad for her, and that's cool. You could not have sympathy for somebody if you think that's what's up. But my sympathy comes from the place of there are a lot of women out here who know that their husbands cheat and or boyfriends cheat and just feel like as long as you keep that away from me, we all right. But to have it come to her during her pregnancy, at the end of her pregnancy, I feel like that is messed up because her body is hormonal. Her feelings are already all over the place because she just had a baby. And you pair that with all of this foolishness, I'm sorry, but I still feel bad for her because that shit on the blogs was a lot. And everybody sitting up here acting like, y'all can't possibly muster up the sympathy to understand. But as somebody who don't even have their business out there like that and y'all still, have stuff to say. Like, I'm sorry, but I totally feel bad for Portia because it's just not a situation that you should want anybody to have to go through after they just had a baby. Regardless to whether their man is a cheater or not. Like, putting that shit out on Front Street for everybody is a different situation than dealing with it behind closed doors. But just the way that Portia has been carrying herself, you can tell that the sadness, the darkness is real. And I'm still, hoping that they get past it. I know she's going to get back with Dennis. I hope she got past it as a person. I don't want her to be with Dennis because I feel like Dennis is flawed. And if you could cheat on me while I'm pregnant, I really don't need to be with you. So that's how I feel about it. But Portia gonna get back with Dennis and they're gonna work it out and she's gonna chalk it up to, being hormonal. Cynthia calls Eva to tell her how Eva was the topic of conversation after she left at Kenya's party because of her not wanting to bring her children. First of all, the fact that Eva has Cynthia labeled mother in her phone is hilarious. I'm glad you found your respect, all right? Because when you first came on here, you act like you was about to compete with Cynthia and we was telling you, oh girl, you're not though. You're not though. So, Zora, you know, take that position. We appreciate you, Zora. Because at the end of the day, you still are very much a mother. Going on number 3 here. All right. So a very pregnant Eva is ready to stop working that dish because she's just about ready for her maternity leave, and they're waiting for Portia to come back. But Portia taking extra maternity leave time because of everything that's going on with Dennis. But she's about to come back to work soon, and Eva is very happy for it. Now, her and Mother have a conversation about this Kenya party, and she just feels like none of these ladies have enough edges for them to keep having to have them gathered into ponytails by Eva, okay? She gathered y'all last time y'all was bringing up her business. Keep her name out y'all mouth, okay? And I just kind of feel like, well, Eva, if you didn't want anybody talking about you, then you should have just not shown up at the party. But don't show up to a kid's party without your kid and say that you felt like you ain't know if somebody was gonna pick up your baby and throw it or something like that. Like, you have the prerogative, like you said, if you don't want to bring your kids somewhere, you don't have to explain it. That is totally fine. But I still agree with a lot of other people that said you should have kept your ass home then if you wasn't gonna bring your kids to the kids' party, period. Because now you didn't create an issue with you and Kenya. I guess so you can have a storyline, because otherwise you probably wouldn't. I know. So y'all, Kenya is very tragically FaceTiming with her trash husband, Mark. And she says that, you know, he can be exhausting sometimes because he already has 2 kids. So when it comes to baby Brooklyn, there's this energy of Kenya doesn't know what she's talking about because he has the 2 kids and she doesn't have any. And that would really bother me. Let me tell y'all something. Mark is giving me, what's your boy name who was with Darcy on 90 Day Fiance? I forgot his name already. I always forget his name. But anyway, it's the thing that you get with a woman who you know is somewhat insecure, and then you pick at her constantly. You constantly dress her down and pick her apart, and you honestly don't even show that you care all that much, but you give her just enough for her to feel like the relationship is real, for her to, you know, stay and have a baby and want to make it work out and all of that. But I actually feel sorry for Kenya when I look at this relationship with Mark, because I feel like as much as Kenya puts on like she has so much confidence, when it comes to Mark, there's a lack of confidence, which is why she chose a man who makes it his job to in some way tear her down whenever they talk to each other. Like, that's just how it seems. Ever since I saw that picture of them when they got married, and he's like putting a ring on, like, and she's like, and he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that whole vibe, his entire vibe always feels like Kenya's the one giving and he's just taking, and kind of barely likes her. Like, I don't know what's going on with Mark, but Mark is a duck and I haven't even seen him yet for real. And I just feel like I'm picking up off that. Like, when she asked when he was going to come back to Atlanta to see her and the baby, and he is like, I don't know, we'll see. What do you mean we'll see? Like, I just feel like he never really had any intentions on having a real relationship with Kenya. I don't know why he chose to marry her and all of that. Like, there's definitely something going on behind the scenes with this situation, because that dude is a jerk. Period. Noelle and Cynthia, y'all, okay, I know everybody is so excited that Noelle has, you know, said that she's sexually fluid and she doesn't like labels. And I just kind of get annoyed with Noelle's energy sometimes. Okay, first of all, the contacts, Jesus. Somebody tweeted me last night, like, why is it a bad thing people wear contacts? Like, baby, you can wear your contacts. Nobody's talking to you. Okay, wear your contacts. I'm specifically talking about Noelle because I say, oh, Lord, Noelle and her contacts. Just like we say, you know, Roxanne says Bucky in her hair and all of that. It's prominent. It's what we see. So it's funny. Noelle in her contacts, okay? Like, her whole energy of, you know, I watched how you were with Peter, and like, you know, I'm just not gonna settle. Like, and y'all remember when she told her mom that Cynthia obviously had a lack of self-esteem to keep having the same argument with somebody over and over again. And I was just like, because I think Noelle thinks that she knows a lot, but you're still only like 20 something years old. Like, pump your brakes and calm down. Like, I feel like she suns Cynthia, and Cynthia allows it to happen. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being a confident young woman at her age. Okay, she's very smart, she's beautiful, she knows what she wants, more power to her. But even Cynthia, when that comment was made, was like, oh, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let it go. Because it almost said, oh, I'm going to make sure that I learn from your relationship with Peter never to settle. And it's like, that's just not a good feeling. I don't care what nobody say, for your daughter to like sun you with your life. Like, I feel like that's really So I was kind of annoyed with Noelle in this scene, even though everybody is all excited that she's kitty clicking. Like, she's in college. Of course she's sexually fluid. She's in college. Like, what? Okay, like, yay, you know. All right, you know, because I felt everybody was like making posts all over the internet and everything, and now Cynthia wants to take her to Pride, and it's like, well, I thought you don't like labels. The LGBTQRSTLLP, like, those are labels. There's no fluid in there. There's no F in there, okay? But yeah, bisexual, like, I don't understand why you can't just say you're bisexual, but I feel like it's because once you get out of college, that part of your life is going to be over, and it was going to be like a phase, basically. But you know what? Whatever. Have fun. Experiment. Be safe. Candy, Ace, Marlo, and Marlo's nephews go to Adventure Zone so they can jump around, and Marlo can like tear up about the fact that she now has adopted, or not really adopted, but taken responsibility for her sister's kids. The nephew called her and said, can you come get us? Mom is being taken away by the mental ward people. Okay. And I was just like, oh, that's so sad. So now Marlo is, you know, the caregiver for her nephews. And I'm like, oh my God, Marlo, you got a storyline. Look at you. After 99 seasons, you got a storyline. That's great. That's great, Marlo. And then they get on this situation with Nene and how Candy didn't know where she stood with Nene after the closet gay situation, okay? But now... my accent got in there a little bit, my bad. But now since Nene has reached out to her, I guess they're cool, I don't know. But she says how, well, girl, you definitely didn't have my back when it came to the closet gay situation. And, you know, Marlo was like, well, you know, you don't listen to people. You should have never listened to me about going in. I said, Marlo, I swear you are shameless. You are a shameless Nene ass kisser. Oh my God, it's obnoxious. But, you know, we're glad that you're taking care of your nephews. That's very sweet. Why were they dressed like models with their collars popped and everything? They was doing way too much. You know, I know she did that to them kids. So, y'all, Shamia goes over to Portia's and it's like, oh, look at me and my friend. We used to just twerk and shake our ass all the time. And now we are mamas and we take care of babies all the time. And it's all about pooping diapers and milk and babies. You know, it's cute, okay? And Portia says that Dennis spent the night last night. Okay, he came through and they started watching a movie, but then it turned out to be a series. And then they kept watching the series, and then she woke up next to her baby daddy. Like, what happened? You know? And they were like, so do you know that you're not pregnant? The producers were asking her that. So that was basically saying, did y'all smash? And basically, those cakes were smashed to smithereens. And then they showed like the little video of him leaving where he tried to kiss her, and she was like, you know, she kind of ejected a little bit, but it's like, y'all done boned already. What you ejecting away for? Portia says, look, I'm just human, okay? But he needs to take responsibility for the things that he's done before we can ever talk about getting back together. And I'm just like, But she said she don't know whether she want make up or break up. I said, girl, it's a lot. It's a lot, I understand. So Kenya takes Cynthia to a metaphysical store. Kenya's got a problem with Eva, and she's trying to check Cynthia about having Eva's back, you know, about Eva not bringing her kids to the party. And she also says that she's returning the little pretty brown baby doll, cloth baby doll that Eva got for her baby. And I'm like, you are so petty, but whatever. Cynthia doesn't feel like Eva brought any negative energy to the baby's party. And she didn't bring any negative energy. She just didn't bring her kids. And I really do feel like Kenya is giving it way too much energy, but now she's feeling some type of way, okay? And they're definitely gonna have to, you know, clear that situation up in the future. And then like the way she was trying to like talk over Cynthia, because Cynthia was like, you know, I don't feel like Eva brought any negative energy to the party. She just, you know, didn't want to bring her kids. And Kenya says, let me finish talking first. And Cynthia says, oh Lord, bring your tone down, okay? I'm not baby Brooklyn. Bring your tone down. I said, yes, Cynthia, get it together. Get it together. Kenya is basically upset with Cynthia, you know, and it's just like, girl, take the energy out on a person who deserves it. You can't be mad that Cynthia understands exactly how Eva felt about not bringing her kids around, that it's her business, her prerogative, and you can't really be all that mad about it because it's her children. Like, go on somewhere with this. Kenya, like, I'm just saying, give this energy to Eva. Don't give this energy to Cynthia. Like, why y'all always do this? I feel like Kenya and Nene both know that Cynthia isn't a confrontational person, so they feel like they can punk her whenever they feel like it. And Cynthia has gotten to a place where I just not hang around your ass. I got chill. So I'll just not hang around your ass if you feel like you're going to be talking to me like you're crazy. I say, that's right, Cynthia. That's right. And then Kenya says, well, I hope she's not picking her men the same way that she picks her friends. And I'm like, not Kenya. A comment can be made to you as well because you ain't got no friends and it seems as if you may not even have a man. And then she asked the man for a Bible in the metaphysical store. I said, girl, you asking for a Bible in the metaphysical store? They may sell them. They don't sell them in none of the metaphysical stores that I go to. So Cynthia, Eva, and Candy meet up. They discuss Eva not bringing her kids to Kenya's party. Eva says, I don't know Kenya's middle name. I don't know what her real eye color is. Okay, look, all I know is she played Miss Bozak on that one episode of Martin, girl. Okay, all I know is that she was Lucia's wife on Deliver Us from Evil, but I don't know nothing else about that lady, okay? And if I don't want to bring my kids, then I don't want to bring my kids, okay? And then when it comes out that Portia is the one that, you know, fed Kenya that information, Eva is like, oh, girl, her C-section ain't even healed up yet and she worrying about me. She needs to be worrying about her situation. I can send her many a blog that she can be worrying about instead of worrying about me. I said, oh, Eva is coming, huh? Oh, Lord. Like, she letting loose. You better keep the same energy when you get around them. That's all I'm going to say. But obviously that bus trip where she read the glue down on Marlo's wig is putting a battery in her back. It better be Energizer, bitch. Because if we got one more season of you saying stuff and then not backing it up, we're going to really start pointing it out. Portia goes to therapy with Dennis. She's in a car on the way there and she talks to Lauren on the way. She's very nervous about, you know, whatever he's going to say because she doesn't know if she's ready to make a decision. So whatever truth he tells, that might force her to make a decision before she's actually ready to make said decision. Okay? So she go in there and we don't see. We just see her come back out and then she in the car crying. And she goes home and cries to Lauren. And basically he admitted to having sex with a woman while she was pregnant. And it really feels like it's something that she can't forgive. Like, it keeps replaying in her mind all of these moments that she had with him during her pregnancy. And it's like, we were happy. How can you cheat on me when we're happy? Like, you know, it's like, well, damn, if you're cheating on me when we happy, like, you know, how do I know that you're not going to cheat on me later on? So now she's feeling like it's something that she can't forgive. And Lauren went through a similar thing. Whoever she was with, her baby daddy cheated on her while she was pregnant. And she ended it because she wasn't about to deal with that from him. And I felt like that's fair. That's fair. You know, because I think that, like Lauren said, you know, because they both crying at this point, you know, like Lauren said, when you're pregnant, you're already very emotional. Your body's changing. It's like somebody kicking you while you're down. And it just shows an immense amount of insensitivity to what your wife, woman, whatever is going through when she's having your baby. And it just feels so wrong. So now Portia is saying that she's going to be like Lauren because Lauren has made a life for herself. And, you know, Lauren is like, you know, I don't want you to have to go through that though, Portia. It's hard being a single mom. And, you know, Portia feels like, I see you do it, so I could do it too. You know, like that. She don't want to have to deal with that, but we know that they're going to end up getting back together. And I'm guessing it's because the people around her are going to convince her that it's best for this baby to have a two-parent household. And Portia is already talking about how she don't want to have, you know, babies by different daddies. I don't know what's going on, but you had a baby out of wedlock. So having a baby by a different man at this point, I don't think it's that serious. I don't think it's that deep, but whatever. Because she said that at the table with Candy and Cynthia that she don't want to have a baby by two different daddies. And I'm like, I wonder how Candy felt about that. like it's the worst thing in the world, huh? Nene got a baby by two different daddies. Like, everybody got a baby by two different daddies. It ain't that big of a deal, Portia. But I understand, baby. If you want to have those types of, you know, levels for yourself, by all means, try to hold on to that. But it just kind of seems weird once you've already had the baby out of wedlock. You ain't married the man. You knew he was cheating on you before y'all even, you know, sped into this situation. So it's just kind of like, okay, Portia, girl. Okay. But either way, she doesn't deserve to be hurt this way. I said, that's right, Portia, girl. You don't. Even if you did ignore him cheating on you from the very beginning and didn't want to hear what Candy had to say when Candy was trying to tell you that he was out here like that. But you know, whatever, girl. Live your life. Live your life. All right, y'all. That was Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one.